Good morning, everyone. And with the Jai Shri Gurudev and with the blessings of Swamiji, I am starting my today's session. And this is a week one session of a research methodology course which we have for the second semester BA program. And during week one, what we are going to discuss is we have many topics which is going to be covered under the module one, that is business research, meaning its types of research, process of research. Then moving forward we have to understand management problem, then defining the research problem, and how to formulate the research hypothesis, how you are going to develop the research proposals, then writing the research design formulation. Then going forward, you have sampling design, planning and collecting the data for research, data analysis and interpretation, research applications in business decisions, and features of good research system. These are the topics which we have in the module one. And in week one, we will be starting with the week one in this course. We'll be having a discussion about the almost we have 5 sessions. So in those 5 sessions, we'll be able to cover at least 50% of the module one. Okay. So I don't know how many students are aware about the invention of the ice cream cone. Okay. So you all will be very surprised to know that the name of the inventor, no, uh, who has invented this ice cream cone was the Charles E. Menches. He was from US, and it happens to that it has happened due to his anonymous friend. Okay, Abidomar US. So in the year of 1904, he has invented the ice cream cone. And how exactly he invented is that is like Manchester, you know, he was an ice cream salesman at the Louisiana. So purchase exposition. So that is the great fair in St. Louis. So whenever Manchester visited a certain lady friend, he bought a bouquet of flowers. Okay. So on one of the occasions for a super date, he bought flowers and an ice cream sandwich because his lady friend lacked a vase for the flowers. So she took one of the sandwich layers and curled it into the form of a glass. So then she rolled the other layer to contain the ice cream. Okay, itself, and the ice cream cone was small. So that is the one of that is how the procedure, like how they have invented the ice cream cone. And if I'm not wrong, today if you will discuss about the most of things, okay, the most of the ice creams are coming in the ice cream cone only. Okay. So when the people will discuss about the research problem, so from the even it starts from the next from the company's side. So there was one quote called said by Tata actually, that I observed families riding on two wheels. The father driving the scooter, his young kid is standing in front of him. His wife seated behind him, holding a little baby. It led me to wonder whether one could conceive of a safe, affordable, all-weather form of transport for such a family. That is what the Tata said before 15 years. And the whole team of the Tata, they started making the product which can be the safe riding for a small family. Okay. So that is the time when they have thought about the product. Okay. So that time the product which was launched was the Tata Nano. Okay. Tata Nano car. So when you will talk about the Tata Nano car, so here it comes with the very limited space. Okay. It comes with a very limited space, but 4 people can sit comfortably and they can travel during any kind of weather. Okay. So that is the beauty of this car. And in the end, after doing a lot of research and everything, they almost they have invested 4 years of efforts. They realized their goal that yes, this is what the product they are looking for. So today, indeed, we have a people's car, which generally we say, okay, like it is called as affordable also. It is called as affordable car also. It is more safe also, and it is more fuel efficient. So they say that we hope it brings the joy, pride, and utility of owning a car. to many families who need personal mobility. So quite obviously, the people who cannot afford to pay 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs or more over that money. So at least they can buy the nano car and they can uh, feel the car actually, right? Like many families who had the wish to buy the cars, they may have purchased this. And this small car, and this is almost 20% shorter in the case of length in comparison with Maruti. And Tata also claims that it have got more 21% more space as it is powered by 623 cc mounted engine and will travel 20 kilometers per minute. Okay. So the car will cost approximately 1 lakh rupees and the dealer end, but attract value added tax and transportation cost. So if suppose anybody needs any kind of extra facility on the same car, it will be available with, but it will charge you some little extra money. Okay. So this Nano will also comes in the deluxe models with the air conditioning facility. Okay, with air conditioning facility. So once Mukesh Ambani says that has said that like ensuring better returns to Indian farmers and manufacturers and greater value for the Indian consumer, both in quality and quantity, will be an integral feature of this project. So this was about the actually Reliance Smart when they have launched. They discussed with the farmers. They started purchasing the vegetables and everything directly from the farmers. So they were not purchasing the things from the market basically. Okay, they were purchasing from the farmers, and based on that, they started selling to the customers. That is how they were able to manage the very low price for their vegetables and for the fruits. Okay, so unless we don't think about some great issues. So always, whenever there is a issues, whenever there is a problem, then only people will think about the research. Okay, there are few largest companies like research-based companies we have who are totally involved in this research work. Okay, like we have AC Nielsen Corporation, which provides marketing research to consumer products. We have IMS Health, that is pharmaceutical and healthcare industries. We have Taylor and Nelson Softs, that is TNS. We have that is customer research it is, and obvious studies they do. And they have got approximately 14 offices in India. Okay, online research also we have that is run by Crosstabs. Okay, then this is the company website of AC Nielsen Corporation. You can see that you can select the location and there again whether it is in North America, Latin America, Europe, Asia Pacific. Okay, so they have, if I'm not wrong, they have more than 65 to 75 companies. They have got their website. They have got their branches. Then we have IMS also. Okay, then along with that we have TNS also. Okay. That is TNS global website. Then we have Crosstab also. Okay. Then we have MU Sigma also. Okay, this is known for its statistical techniques actually basically, or any kind of operational research techniques or artificial intelligence techniques based company is MU Sigma. Then we have a market equation space also, okay, where they talk about the market research or they'll be discussing about the strategic management consulting. Okay. Then they have fractal also, fractal vision, okay, which is, so their punchline is influence the future. Then this marketing research companies in India, if you will talk about, we have Delphi Research Services, we have BankNet India, we have Direct India, we have ORG Mark, we have Gallup India. Okay, so there are certain applications of marketing research, like either we talk about the top level, middle level, or lower level management. How you can see in the image format that we have three types of analytic. We have three type of decisions which need to be taken, right? So there we have something like strategic, analytical, and operational level. So this strategic level is quite obviously your CEO, CFO, top level management. They will be taking those decisions. They will be making the strategies. And in analytical, you have an analysis. In analytical, you have analysis. So that analysis is only possible once you have the data with, right? Once you have a data with you. So once you have the data with you, you will be able to do the analysis, and you will be able to find what you are exactly the problem is and what is the solution for it. Next, we have employees. So obviously they'll be waiting for the data analysis. So once they get to know, then according to that, they will be responding towards the particular problem. Okay. Then we have partners which comes at the operational level, like how you are going to satisfy your all the three channels, that is your employees, partners, and customers. Employees is the one who is basically working in the operational level, and they are going to execute the things in the market. Okay. Next, we have your partners. So partners here refers to the here partners is stands for your so called like vendor suppliers. Okay, means how best deal you are giving to them so that they are going to sell your product, or they are going to provide you the raw materials on time. Okay. At large, we have the customers also, so we should understand their requirement, we should understand their need, we should see that they will be benefited out of this. So as much as possible, customer will always look for the lower price with higher quality. So are we able to work on that line? So that is also our prime responsibility to see that we should provide the product at lower cost to the customer by having a sufficient amount of profit as well. So that is what we have discussed. Like we have three types of lines here. One we say it is a strategic, and other one we can say it is a tactical also. Okay, so strategic means where you have to say you will be sitting with your all the top level management. You will be forecasting the demand. You will be forecasting the sales. You will be segmenting your studies, and then you will be trying to identify the target markets also. You will be trying to find out the you will be able to you will be trying to identify the target markets also, and you will be positioning your strategies also. You will be positioning your strategies also, like where exactly you should be there, what the where exactly you want to see your product. Okay, so all those things you need to take care when you are talking about the strategic decisions. Next we have tactical also. Next we have got tactical also. So when you will talk about tactical, so obviously it will start with product testing. It will come with the pricing research. Then we have to discuss about consumer research. Then we have promotional research also, whether any whatever the promotion techniques companies have launched, whether it is going to help to the organizations or not, okay, whether it is effective or not. Then we need to see the distribution and logistics research along with the advertising research. Okay, so these are some of the tactical decisions which we need to understand and which you need to analyze during the course of time in the organizations. Next, we have research definitions. So previously, when we will discuss about research is the formal structure, systematic application of scientific method to the study of problems. This is the definition given by Mr. Gay Mills Edison in the year of 2009. So when you talk about the research, so obviously in day-to-day life, we generally do the research, okay, but that is not in the formal structure. If we don't follow any structure as such, so research can be only completed when it is followed in the systematic order. When it is followed in the systematic order, okay, means one and under the another you need to do it. So it should be systematic application of scientific method. So how exactly this scientific researches happens? It will be followed with the some kind of process, some kind of application part. So the same way, you have to do it all the things in the systematic order. One and the another, you have to follow the chain over there. Okay. Then and again, when we will do the research, when we will be doing the research, whenever there will be a problem, whenever there will be a problem, we will be doing the research. So whenever we are in the whenever we feel yes, there is a certain kind of problems exist, at that point of time we have to go ahead with the research process. Okay, we have to go ahead with the research process. So there we have to discuss about, we have to understand how exactly we are going to find out the solutions for that. Just like that, we cannot run the research. So always in any organizations, okay, whenever there is a, let us take in a, one of the organization where the number of people leaving are more in numbers. So we have to identify what is the reasons for that, why they left, what is, where is the problem? Is it in the operational level, or is it in the, uh, or is it some policies or certain kind of things? Okay, so then we have to go ahead with the research introduction. So quite obviously we have to identify and we have to find the solutions to the problem. For that reason, we will be doing the research and to help in making the decisions and to find alternative strategies and to develop the new concepts. For if you are going to do the actual research, you will be able to achieve these objectives within a very fraction of time with proper analysis. And when you want to find the identify and trying to find the solutions to your problem, so you will generally find why is that, and you will try to find out what is the demand for a product failing, why business fluctuations takes place once in 3 years. Okay, so you will basically start looking for the more than beyond the what the requirement is all about. Then if you will discuss about the help in making the decisions, so should we maintain the same advertising budget as last year? So, or whether we have to increase. So, all such kind of decisions are possible. For that, you have to do the proper analysis, you have to do the proper research, you have to collect the data, you have to see how much money you spent it, and what is the change in your sales amount. Whether it is for effective also or not, you have to take a decision on it. Next, you have to find out the alternative strategies. So you should see that whether you are going to follow the pull strategy or push strategy to promote the product or to promote the product. So if suppose you feel yes, like so based upon the type of market in which you are going to sell your product, that also matters whether push strategy or pull strategy will work or not. Okay, so and quite obviously, whenever you want to develop the new concept, new product, everything is always based upon the research. Like we have customer relationship management, we have horizontal marketing, and like this, there are many concepts. And in organizations, whenever they want to launch the new product, they will always see whether you have followed the whether you have done the enough research, what exactly the customer is looking for. For example, best example you can take for this is your mobile phones, right? Which is started with the basic phones, and then later today we all have got smartphones and all. Okay, so that is only possible because of the feedback which the companies have collected during a period of time with the from the customers, and they have tried to improve over. This is the meaning of research, like as I have already told, it is basically a scientific investigation, but it goes with the systematic design and collecting the data. You will be analyzing those data, you will be preparing the kind of report, and you will be presenting them as a findings and solutions for the marketing problems in the organization. And along with that, quite obviously scientific, when we will talk about it, is a means of logical and systematic techniques, okay, which generally aims to discover new facts or testing the old facts, you can say, analyze their sequences, finding out the interrelationship or casual explanations, okay, and developing the new scientific tools, concepts, and theories. You will be even checking whether the type of data what you have collected from the individuals, whether it is reliable or not. So this is the requirement of the research, like we have to identify and find solutions to the problem. You have to always find out the alternate strategies. You have to develop the new concept and to help making decisions. We will be doing the research. So next we have got the different types of research here, like we have descriptive research, action research, historical research, casual research, conceptual research, pure or fundamental or basic research, applied research, exploratory research. Okay. So going one in the detail, like exploratory research, when you will talk about quite obviously here you are trying to exploring many things. from the name itself, you are going to exploring new things. When you will explore new things, when you are going to collect the data in the informal discussion. When you are going to collect the data in the informal discussion. So that is the reason in exploratory research, the data will be collected in the informal discussions, and it will be a kind of qualitative approach. It will be a kind of qualitative approach. Here we are not using the quantitative approach. Okay. So, and the second is quite obviously whenever the problem is very vague, when the problem is not clear at that point of time, going ahead with the exploratory research will always be the right decision. Will always be the right decision. Okay. So, next is we have descriptive research, where from the name itself, descriptive means detailed. Okay, describing. So here you have to describe the data and you have to find out the characteristics about the population, how exactly they are, what they are, from where they are, and when they will buy, or how they are going to buy. These are some of the cases, these are some of the questions which you should always ask in the descriptive research. Okay. So generally what they will try to do, they will try to find out the characteristics of the respondent in relation to the particular product, or when they will buy this product, how much duration they will take, and whether it will be continuously or whether it will be only once time. So you have to see the nature of product, and according to that you have to decide about it. Okay. Next, we have applied research. When we will talk about the applied research, so here we have something like finding out the solutions for the real life problems, which requires an immediate action of the policy decision. So it may excellently contribute to the development of theoretical knowledge. So here, what all generally happens, new facts about the existing theories you will get to know. Then you are going to put all the theories into the test basically. Okay, and you will be giving more conceptual clarifications. You will be giving more conceptual clarifications about the topic. Then you are going to integrate previously existing theories. It means you are going to connect your new concept with the existing theory, which is already there in the which is already available for the individuals. So if you ever, whenever you want to develop a new market for the product, applied research is one of the best and easiest or excellent way I can say which research can be followed. Okay. Then we have something like pure or fundamental or basic research. So here, only for sake of knowledge, without any intention to apply any kind of theoretical concept or practice, people will look for the research. Okay, so quite obviously here, not directly involved in any kind of practical problems as such, and they do not have any commercial potential as such. Okay, so, but they generally contribute by developing principles or pure research. Generally, they offer solutions to many practical problems. Okay, so that is the reason why it is termed as fundamental research. Okay, and it also helps to find critical factors in a research in a practical problem, and it always develops many alternative solutions as well. That is the theory of relativity. Okay. Next, followed by we have a conceptual research where generally it is used by the philosophers, and it is related to some abstract idea. It is related to some abstract idea or the theory part. Okay, so researchers should collect the data to prove prove this hypothesis. And for example, they can say that various ideologies which are available, whether it is feasible or not. Okay, so such kind of things can be discussed in the conceptual research. Then we have something like casual research also, which is conducted to determine the cause and effect relationship between the two variables. So the way of seeing how actions now will affect a business in the future. So any kind of things, what you're going to do, what is the impact of it? What is the impact of it? So if let us take, if you are going to invest more on the advertisement, whether it is going to lead the more amount of advertisement means whether it is happening, it is going to affect your sales, whether your sales is getting increased. Okay, so such kind of cause and effect relationship you can identify between the two variables in the casual research. Okay, then we have historical research also. here in historical research, like based upon the past records or based upon the data which we need to understand in the future trends and development of the organization of the market. So at that point of time also we will be using the historical research. Okay, so based upon the past records, we will see that whether such kind of techniques was working or not. Okay, and here there is no any direct observation as such. Here there is no any direct observation as such. So here research has to be depend on the conclusions or inferences which has been drawn in the past. Okay. And main objective is to derive explanation and generalization from the past trends in order to understand the present and anticipate in the future. So whenever you want to take any kind of decisions in the current scenario or in the futuristic, it should always be based upon the past data. So your past data is nothing but your historical data. Uh, then followed by we have the actions research also. Here research is undertaken by the direct actions. Okay, so action research is conducted to solve a problem. So any kind of instant kind of issues if you are facing, you can always go with the action research. So within immediate you will be able to get the solutions for that. Okay, so testing the market of a product is an example of your action research on it. So here you will select the small sample and you will select the target sampling and you will be going for the conducting your research. And whatever the results you are going to get it, that will be the part of your that will be representing your population only. Okay. So these are the bibliographies which has been followed to prepare the which has been used for unit one notes and even for preparing the slides. Okay, and so with this, we will be able to complete our unit one content and our unit one half module up to the different types of research in week one. Okay, so that is the whole model, and so with this, we will be able to cover up these are the contents which we are going to deal in the week one process, and we will be able to complete the half module during the week one in this course. Okay, so have a good day to all and take care. Have a good time.